Now, people feel like Kanye is a complete POS for screaming on the top of his lungs at Kris Jenner. Now, is Kanye really just a monster? Or is he exposing the Kardashians for who they are?
Sipping slowly, I get the act, thinking I'm dead.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again with another one now. It appears that Kanye has gone viral for the last couple of days. He just dropped a movie. He also went viral for screaming at Kris Jenner, the mother of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, right? Now, he seems to have a complete meltdown. Mental health is real. His mental health was clearly, pretty much destroyed. Ever since getting with Kim Kardashian, his life has been in shambles. He's turned into a completely different person. He's having insane mental breakdowns, exploding on people and what have you, and it's just been really out of hand. These past nearly a decade almost now, right? It's nearly a decade, since he's been with Kim, So things have really gotten bad, but is Kanye really this bad person? Or is he reacting from manipulation that the Kardashian family has put him through? We're gonna take a look at what's really going on here, man. Run up these lights.
I would rather be dead, not in jail. Because I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
You just said,
I haven't finished the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. Yes. I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
See, and just like that, there's so much wording being used here where you can hear the manipulation. Just like everybody was manipulated to believe that, hey, Kanye's just a monster, something's wrong with him, he needs to go get checked out, or etc. Listen, I believe that Kanye does need to do those things. Like, he's receiving help in Italy, and that's what's going on, right? He's supposed to be getting treatment there. He's going to therapy in Italy, from what we understand. Him and his wife, because they're both crazy, right? So we're not about to act like Kanye's not insane. But Kanye's biggest mistake was actually getting with the Kardashians. That's his biggest problem. His biggest problem is getting with the Kardashian family, getting with Kim, marrying Kim. That was a huge mistake. Knowing of people in the past before him who have also suffered a triumphant downfall, like Chris Humphries, like Reggie Bush. Now we got Lamar Odom, alright? And that he wasn't with Kim, but he was with her sister. But that's not the point. The point is, why is everyone who gets, joins this family or gets with any of the daughters becoming insane? What's going on with them? What's really wrong here? Even Travis Scott. When Travis Scott was with Kylie Jenner, even when she left him, he was crying, right? He was losing it. It's like everybody just having these mental breakdown episodes. Pusha T exposed the whole Kylie Jenner thing with Travis, right? Everybody's having these mental episodes. What's really going on here? Well, let's take a look, like step by step, break this thing down.
No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least.
This family hasn't taken any accountability for my hospital visit. What could this mean? What does this mean? Well, here's what I want y'all to know, man. You know how the Smith family, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith's family, is into some Scientology stuff? Well, you gotta know there's rituals in Scientology that can make you insane. That's why the family's crazy, man. Shock therapy treatments, all this weird experimental stuff that can definitely destroy your mental well-being to not think normally like everyone else. It'll make you insane. This is very similar to what Kanye's talking about. If you think for 1 second the Kardashians aren't involved in ritualistic things, you're insane. Champ, I know people in Hollywood. That's a fact. I've heard about these parties. I've heard so many stories of real things, not made up stuff. Not no sacrifices to demons and all this nonsense. That's not really a true thing. But what really goes on is that, yeah, there's people who deal with spirits and try to use up and comers in I guess you could say entertainment to invoke spirits. They'll use them for that. They'll use them to try to invoke some type of spirits or etc. and they'll pay them for doing it. That's a real thing. Facts. Damon John from Shark Tank told me one time, this was a while ago, that the reason that Bruce Jenner did what he did was manipulation by way of her. Right here. Kris Jenner. Facts. More facts. So, we can say all these things and pretend Kanye is just a POS, which he may be, because again, I am holding Kanye accountable for the destructive things that he does, that he says online, because I don't like what he said about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kid. That was out of pocket. I don't like what he said about a lot of people, which was out of pocket. I don't. But it is a direct result of whatever it is that he allowed the Kardashian family to do with him. Because he was definitely manipulated. You hear Kanye saying these things. This is not some made up stuff. People are looking at it one way, but they're not looking at the large picture. Because most of us understand that the Kardashians are pretty wicked, right? We understand these witches, Armenian witches, they say, or they come from a long line of Armenian witches. Listen, Hollywood is all about the witches. Facts. But let's continue.
Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter!
So now he's saying it doesn't matter. Is that not gaslighting? Is Kanye not being gaslit here? We are looking at a gas lighting. This is what we're looking at. You can call this what you want, but I recognize what this is. Because once you understand what they do, what's going on behind the scenes, you know, like I said, it ain't nobody being sacrificed to no demons and nothing per se, but there are ritualistic things that are being done. Experimental things, weird things. And I'm going to show you some of those things in just a few too after we get done with this little breakdown. I'm going to show you more because we're not even close to done. Make sure you run up these likes if you have not. But he's being gaslit by Kris Jenner. Let's continue.
You just said, you know,
I haven't finished the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. Yes.
She's admitting it. People just want to ignore it because they don't like Kanye. And listen, you don't have to like him. Nobody has to like Kanye. I'm not the biggest Kanye fan myself. I'll be honest. But we have to realize what this is, man. The Kardashians are even worse than Ye. Let's be real. They're worse. How many people have dealt with, you know, Kris Jenner, her daughters, Khloe, Kim, Kylie, all of them being dealt with, and they are at literally the bottom. We haven't heard about Reggie Bush. We haven't heard about Chris Humphries. Lamar Odom is doing whatever he's doing now. He's not the best. He's about to lose his crib in LA if he hasn't already. It's crazy, man. These are just little examples of the damage that is being done by the Kardashians. And Kanye is pretty much openly telling y'all that they mentally destroyed him with whatever it is that he partook in with them. Now, again, is Kanye responsible for allowing that to happen? Yeah, 1000%. We have to hold him accountable. Let's not act like, hey, Kanye's just a victim. I mean, he chose to be a victim though in this regard. They didn't force him to do anything. Just like nobody forced Kanye to marry Kim. And, you know, marriage is a huge decision, and it can be stressful too, especially in the divorce, it could be very stressful. It could definitely destroy your mental well-being, but this is bigger than just the marriage, because on top of the marriage, there's some stuff being done behind the scenes. Remember I mentioned earlier about the Smith family in Scientology, gang in Scientology, they do a lot of ritualistic, weird things that can definitely traumatize and destroy your mental. Will Smith ain't been the same since. Jada Pinkett Smith is off her rocker. She's insane. We just gotta keep it a G. Jaden and Willow are all crazy. You feel me? They've lost their minds. And Ye has lost his mind on a new level, so who even knows what Ye done been through? We didn't see them shed tears while he was running for president and all that. But this really ain't about politics. It's just about mentally, what's being done here. And what's being done here is straight up manipulation, and Kanye was pretty much showcasing how insane the family is. And that's probably why he's as cuckoo as he is today and doing all this dope, all this galaxy gas, quote unquote, because he's trying to forget the things that he went through, pretty much. But let's continue, gang.
I'm saying yes, and I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
I want you to know that Kris Jenner's putting on an act. This is not real. It's fake. It's manipulative. Kris Jenner's a super manipulator. She pimped out her daughters, bro. She's the reason why Kim Kardashian is famous today, because of the tape she did with Ray J. What type of mom would pimp their daughter out? Who would do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? There's no morals there whatsoever. Like, absolutely no morale. None. It doesn't exist. But then we gotta get to Kim K, because Kim K is also into the same things that I just told you that the Kardashians is into. And we're gonna take a look at this. A lot of y'all probably seen this, but look how insane this actually is.
This is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So.
What is this?
That is Marilyn's hair.
You can clone her.
That's awesome.
So basically, this guy gave up a lock of Marilyn Monroe's hair. Marilyn Monroe has been deceased for a very long time. He's a very popular figure, especially in Hollywood. And Kim is excited to be holding the hair of a woman who has been gone for ages. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to hold no deceased person's hair. She was way too excited about that. And then she says we should clone her, which is more weird. I think it's insanely disrespectful to even, have like somebody who has passed on, like something from their body. I think that's odd. I think that's weird. Very weird. Very insane. But who else is insane? Kanye West. Do we hold Kanye accountable for his decisions? 1000%. I'm all about accountability. But boy, did he make a big mistake. He made a huge mistake. Kanye don't even make the same music that he used to when he's made classics. We don't hear that no more. It's long gone. It's been gone. And I guess he's been trying to revive himself, but it hasn't been working. I mean, the dude made up a whole story about doing things with his cousin. Which is not a true story, by the way. It's fake. I promise you it is. It's not a real story. He didn't do nothing with his. He didn't do anything with his cousin. It's a lie. The story doesn't exist. It was for shock value, but the mere fact that he would do it for shock value lets you know how insane Kanye actually is. Now, some may say Kanye always been insane. Well, that's not true either. Some people think that he's okay, but they don't really be around Kanye like that. But Kanye has lost it, right? There's a difference between the Kanye who told George Bush he don't care about black people versus the Kanye now. There's a huge difference. It's not the same guy. Alright. Now, some of y'all might say he's been cloned. No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe he's been cloned. I do believe that he's been through some rituals, though. I do believe that he's been manipulated into doing these rituals, too. That's just the thing, man. Like, there's some sick people out here. I mean, you might think it's just Hollywood, but no, it's people who are also around you, too, that are into some weird stuff. That are trying to manipulate you to do weird things. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are a witch or into which things, that's cool, man, if that's what you're into. But this right here is sinister. I'm gonna just say that. What the Kardashians do is sinister behavior. 1000%. Manipulative. sinister, toxic, nasty, but also most women want to be Kim Kardashian, right? Well, there you have it. A lot of women want to be like Kim, love Kim, respect Kim. I'm gonna get slandered for this too, because I'm not, I'm not blind to what's actually happening here. Kanye West was pretty much trying to expose to us that the Kardashians are into some weird stuff, and that they're the reason behind him having his mental struggle, destroying his mental well-being, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all I got for you for today, gang. Alright, listen, if you are new to the Mayor's channel, do the Mayor a favor, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the like, share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Am I bugging, or is the Kardashians bugging? Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Mayor's second channel, which is known as Big Gotham, where I do different content from this channel. It's a fire channel, nearly 1,000 subs in just 1 month. I created it last month. Amazing. Also, join the Mayor's Discord, which is also called Big Gotham, which nearly has 1,000 members. It's fire in there. Make sure you join up. Everything is in the comment section. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the Mayor, the one and only New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Hit the like, share the video. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.